Πάμε. Hello all and welcome to the AI Cloud and Modern Workplace Conference 2024. We are delighted to have you here and we hope you enjoy this online event. We have a very exciting agenda for you all these 3 days with speakers from different backgrounds and perspectives who will share their insights and experience on how AI and cloud computing is transforming the way we work and live. But before we dive in the next session, which is not a presentation, which is a discussion panel with 2 professionals that I met the last year. I have to tell you that I got impressed by their background, and just not only for I'm impressed by their background, they are excellent professional, both of them. They have many years experience and contribution to the community with a very strong knowledge of modern workplace, and they are pioneer in the field of the digital transformation. They are C-level employees in their company, and they are mastermind, both of them, in the digital transformation in the field of the digital transformation and modern workplace using Microsoft technologies, and mostly developing solution and consulting clients. I have the honor to present you Efthimios Zourdas, CEO and co-founder at Konartia, and Dimitris Bambas, CIO and co-founder at Konartia. I would like to thank you both that you accepted our invitation and you join us as a speaker at our conference. You honored us with your presence here today. Efthimi and Dimitri, I would like to welcome you, and I will give you the stage to say a few things, to introduce yourself from the beginning. Efthimi, we will start with you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all. Excuse my bad voice due to a recent cold. We are delighted and honored also by your invitation of the 2 co-organizers to speak in this prestigious event, together with all these amazing speakers that we also follow in other international events. All the MVPs are an inspiration for us and help us continue our work. At Konartia, we are a Microsoft 365 consultancy. This is our core business, and of course, we operate also in the field of Microsoft ecosystem, offering also the Microsoft ERP, Dynamics Business Central, and also internal communication tools like intranets and Teams dashboards. I will give also the speech to Dimitrios to introduce himself. I hope you will enjoy our discussion and some slides we brought for sparking the conversation.
I would like, yes, Dimitris, we want to welcome you both, and we want to hear a few things about you.
Thank you, Kostas. Thank you for the invitation, and hello to everyone. So I'm Dimitris Bambas. My main expertise is the development to develop solutions for the Microsoft Dynamics Business Central ERP. And the last 5 years, I also design solutions in general in the Microsoft 365 world, the Microsoft 365 ecosystem. So a brief introduction only, and let's go to the interesting things, I would say.
I will start this discussion panel. I imagined how we can do next time to be all together in the same screen, but today it was unable to do it. I will start asking my questions. I noted some questions from our audience during all this 1 month that we started promoting our conference, and I keep it to do it tonight. The first is, what are the key factors and best practices for driving a Microsoft adoption and change management in your client's organization?
Can I share my screen also?
Yes. Okay, give me a second to send it live. Yes. Yes, we are okay.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
So just to tell you that Microsoft 365, for every company that decides to deploy it, changes the way of communication and collaboration. These are the two main pillars of this suite. There is a third one, the search, but it's not in today's presentation. It will we will have to dedicate another session only for the search, which is another topic. So coming to your question, the first question, Konstantinos, first let's define the modern worker. We think that everybody recognizes that we are living in a mobile world. We, of course, desire collaboration and teamwork. We are very social, connected in various networks for business and pleasure. We work on multiple devices. Data plays the biggest role in our life, in our decisions. And also, of course, we have to work with external parties to accomplish our goal. Most of the tasks we have every day are not easy to realize only with internal resources inside one company. So coming to your question, how do we approach the clients? We think that the Microsoft 365 deployment is a project on its own. And only if you face it like this, it can be successful. So first of all, for us, it may sound strange, it is not an IT project. It is a decision from the management, from top to bottom, to deploy this system, and it affects everybody in the business. In that way, the project sponsor should come from the business organization. We as consultants cannot be the sponsor of these projects. The project should have a sponsor and a lead clearly defined by the organization. We set up a core team of 5 to 10 people inside the organization. We ask and we discuss together with the stakeholders how to choose these 5 to 10 people. We want a diverse group, mixed up, female and male, older and younger people, people from all departments of the company, and IT-minded people and not IT-minded people. So far, from our experience, when we come to a company that has already deployed Microsoft 365, we have the unpleasant surprise. Now it's not anymore a surprise that they did not do a project. They just bought licenses and started doing things from scratch alone, leading to the so-called IKEA effect. IKEA effect is when you buy furniture from IKEA and you assemble it, and in the end, you didn't do it 100% correct, but you don't have the courage to dismantle everything and do it from the beginning. So we face those kinds of challenges that people don't want to do a project. Can I move on, or you want to ask? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Yes, I was muted. Okay, I have one more question. How can you use Microsoft technologies to create a digital transformation roadmap that aligns you with your client vision, mission, and values?
Great question. As I told you, we focus to make this digital transformation journey on the two of the three main pylons in communication and collaboration. So we think that if the company does not define clearly those two pylons, no transformation is possible. So I will show you how we understand the communication in the matter of in the context of Microsoft 365. So we just simply build a communication matrix together with the company we're working with as consultants. So as you already know, we have various tools in Microsoft 365, the Teams chat, the Outlook mail, the channel communication, the corporate intranet. Some bigger organizations use Viva Engage, former Yammer. So big question is what to use when. And this is something that we have to define from top to bottom. So we tell the CEOs after we have assembled the project team that we must have a look at this and we must forget WhatsApp and Viber from now on after deploying this. And then the second type of characteristic is the recipient groups inside the company, the time component, the urgency, and the formality. So we build this kind of matrix together with the organization and the project team, with these 5-10 people that we have chosen, and we decide, you see in the bottom slides in the orange, the recipient. So a recipient can be a one-to-one conversation, can be a team communication, or it can be community communication. The urgency is urgent or not urgent, and the formality is formal, not formal. So it's clear when we are talking with some colleagues to go for playing basketball after work, it's something not formal. So you see, this is a random choice from a customer that we did a project. They decided that when the recipient is like this, we will use chat Teams chat. Mail we want to use for all kind of communication. The Teams channel discussions we will use only when it's something not urgent, etc. So the corporate intranet, of course, is more for community discussions. So when this is decided by the stakeholders of the project group, it is clear, and as I say, no excuses allowed after the first 2 weeks to use Viber or WhatsApp. We have a clear position on how we'll communicate.
Okay. You have to say something about collaboration.
Yeah. This is the second aspect of the digital transformation, because when we solve the problem of communication, then we have the actual problem of collaboration, and one without the other cannot exist.
Just a note, if you allow me, Efthymis here, about these two pylons, just to remind that Microsoft Teams, by definition, is the collaboration and communication hub for the worker nowadays. So these two pylons, these two terms, is not just our idea, it's Microsoft's approach as well.
Exactly.
Okay. Themis, would you have something to say about collaboration?
Yes, sure. That, as you know, we have approximately 30 apps inside of Microsoft 365, but when we are talking of the adoption journey, usually we have this kind of situation where everybody starts with the Office applications, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, then we move to email, Outlook, and then, as Dimitrios said, we come to the central focus point, which is Teams. And this opens the door for SharePoint and OneDrive. Now, in the last 2 months, OneDrive lives also in Teams. So it's a great way, Teams, that's why it's also in the middle, to explore the whole ecosystem for collaboration. Of course, we have just brought you an informative slide from Gartner, recent research, explaining which tool is most effective, depending on the workforce group. Let's say workforce are meant the frontline workers, then we have communities inside the company, we have larger groups, we have the project teams, and then we have the individual person. So it's critical to use this information when deciding the tools. And what we do is we define not more than 5 user personas inside every company, even if it's a large organization. We want to keep it simple. So we create, like we do for marketing, 5 personas of users. So one may be a typical working in the accounting, sharing files. Another one is the salesman, and so on. So using this and the next slide that we have brought, where we address the generation gap inside the company, we try to bring all these fantastic tools of Microsoft 365 and maximize adoption using the right tool with the right company group and the right generation category.
And I want, you have to say something more.
I just wanted to show you the Microsoft 365 flywheel, we call it, inspired from car spare part. And I want to emphasize the last slice before we start again the full circle, the new features and training. So this is something that people easily forget. They think that the project is finished. Okay, we have done the Office applications, we have talked about communication, we have talked about collaboration, then advanced teams proceed to task management, project planner to do. And then, okay, we say, we know all, thank you very much, the project is finished, but it's not like this. We recommend and we try to do once a quarter a session with our customers to show them the new features and train them how to use them. The platform changes every day, so once a quarter is maybe it's also not too much, but it's necessary, and you must never forget this. We will also dedicate one slide more for training later.
Okay, let's move to the next question, which is very important. I have to tell you, and I got messages about this. And of course, we have hot topics. What are the benefits and challenges of using M365, AI and Copilot in your modern workplace, and how can overcome them?
Sure. I think that okay. I wanted to show before I go to the Copilot era. I want to show you an inspirational slide that I saw from another MVP, and I use it in every presentation. We have these last decades where it was built it and he will come. This is inspired from a Kevin Costner film, The Field of Dreams, in 1989, where Kevin Costner built a baseball ground on the fields. And the key point of the film was build it and he will come. So this was in the 80s, 90s, and also in the next decade. When you build something, you're expecting people to come and use it. So we built an intranet, we built a website, we would build a web shop, and then we are ready to do business. But nowadays things change. So the build it and they will come is not valid anymore. And in the case of employees, we must say, engage them and they will come. So I'm bridging this with your next question about the Copilot era, that facing all the challenges, we must have in mind that all the tools are used to engage our employees by giving them more value. So what is happening today? Digital debt is costing us innovation, as we see from the work trend index. We are truly facing digital fatigue. The employees are confused. They spend most of their time in repetitive tasks and boring situations. Of course, they are necessary for the business process. So we are entering the Copilot era to address all these questions. Coming to face also your next question. So in our company, we are using this saying that Copilot is like COVID-19. And what do we mean by that? First, it is contagious. As we will show you in recent research of the early adopters, it's contagious. Once you start working with Copilot, you never want to go back. Second, like COVID, it magnifies the organization's vulnerabilities. So some keywords, sensitivity labels, permissions, etc. If these are missing before, excuse me, before deploying it, then you are in big trouble. And like COVID, it can kill your job if you are not careful and ready to adapt to it. As I said earlier, some impressive results, some of them a bit funny. 77% choose Copilot over free lunch from the early adopters. It changes and has value in all workflows and all roles inside the company. These personas that I mentioned before, each one has a separate value, and also the value can be distinguished by role or function inside the company, using the KPIs that we all know, let's say more customer interactions or closed more deals and faster. So being competitive, it's one aspect. The early adopters said that they saved 10 hours per month. That's huge. And you can have in mind that those 10 hours were 10 boring hours. So they used it for something more creative. And addressing the core of your question for the Copilot era, our days are changing. So if we take a financial analyst, you see here all the things that you can do with Copilot. We don't want to make this a technical session. You had excellent presenters that have shown live what Copilot can do. So we utilize this in our adoption journey, using all the aspects of the Copilot inside the company, from crafting charts in Excel, giving insights to data, to creating whole presentations from a Word document. So even the life of an IT administrator can be easier. Maybe Konstantinos can relate with this, using the Copilot. But we have some questions that arise, and we get this also from people that we meet in everyday life in the companies, that we talk about Copilot and start presenting. Everybody's asking what will happen with us with Copilot. What is the future of work with all these tasks being replaced by Copilot? We have a simple answer, Konstantinos, for this. When we are full of copilots, maybe we will have a shortage of pilots, and we will for sure be in the need for pilots. So pilots are the people that make the pivot inside every company, the ones that are the early adopters, the ones that embrace technology, the ones that are ready to learn. And there are so many tools we will refer soon about the learning perspective. So we believe that it's the time for people to be creative and to use their time after getting used with Copilot, use their time for creative things that will always put them in the seat of the pilot.
I had a question, but I think that you covered in this question, which was how you can use Copilot to creative inspiration, generate content, and solve problems in various domain scenarios. And I thought that you covered it. And also, I want to tell you, I had a lot of things to comment from your very interesting presentation, but I want to keep a few. For example, I would like to advise the audience, and I totally agree with something that Satya said, that it's time to move from autopilot to copilot. And for all of us that we are using Copilot, we know that no one will lose his or her job. You just have something very, very important. You have an advisor online next to you. The same thing said Dimitris Pandazis in the morning. You have an advisor next to you, and you don't need to try to find material, documentation. You have it next in the right side.
Exactly, and this is also great because the company knowledge is shared with this. If you have the rights to source a document from a colleague, it's an incredible chance to collaborate together and to learn from him, because he wrote something, he has a document uploaded in SharePoint, and you can use it if you have the permission to craft your proposal to the customer, or to do what you want to do. You can use really the company knowledge without having to knock doors.
I have two more questions, and I want to hear Dimitris also. How can you foster a culture of learning and innovation in your organization with the resources and support of M365 AI and Copilot?
I don't know if Dimitris want to reply on this, because I think I have also a couple of slides on this question, because learning is very important. But if you allow me one
I can add a few
parenthesis.
things.
Yes,
of
please,
course.
Dimitris, we hear you.
Yes, no worries. You can start with your slides, Efthymis, and I can add a few thoughts.
I just wanted to make a parenthesis for the Greek audience in the context of Copilot, if you allow me. We are used the term my data, which is what is companies that have to transfer their transactions to the tax authorities. So the system for the people outside Greece is called my data. So all the enterprise software is oriented to talk to my data, but Copilot gives you the real opportunity to talk with my data in another context, to talk with your company data and have insights and results you never imagined before. So maybe, Dimitris, you can say a few words about this opportunity for Greek companies to use Copilot for talking to their data.
Okay. So the biggest disadvantage at the moment in the Greek reality when it comes to Copilot is the language barrier, what we call the language barrier. All of us who already tested Copilot in the real world, we see that when it comes to the Greek language, just doesn't work in general. This, of course, we expect that will change. We hope soon. But the idea is to start using Copilot. We encourage our customers to use Copilot even in the English language, because like that they will become ready to use it 100% when Greek language arrives. The second thing is that Copilot is already here for a number of products in the ecosystem, like ERP, CRM, WMS, etc. And when we are talking about this kind of products, we are talking about Microsoft Dynamics products. And as I said, my main expertise is Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, which is one of the ERPs in the Microsoft platform. So I would like to emphasize on that. I'm not sure if more than, let's say, an estimate, more than 50% of the audience know that there is a Microsoft ERP in the ecosystem, which already uses Copilot features, for example, to create automated marketing content from the attributes of the items in the item list, or an ERP that uses Power BI as the central reporting tool, which means in turn all the AI features that Power BI already has to provide. So unfortunately, Microsoft ERP is not very well established here in Greece, because here in Greece we're clever enough to create a lot of ERPs in the local market from Greek companies. But it is a very well established and widely accepted ERP in the North Europe, in USA. So it should be something that anyone should consider as an option, especially now with all this Copilot functionality already embedded. And of course, yes, get ready to build your own Copilots, because only the sky is the limit about that.
Yeah, I want to come back to the question for learning that Konstantinos mentioned earlier. So maybe we didn't address it so well, but as we know, in the times we are living, we need to learn and learn and relearn, and this with a great pace. I would say you must be unstoppable if you want to be following all the changes that happened in the Microsoft ecosystem. And that's why Microsoft is helping us also with tools. We use and deploy to our customers the Microsoft 365 learning pathways, a fantastic feature of the Microsoft, of the SharePoint lookbook. So you have a native tool free inside your organization where you can have the basic knowledge of the Microsoft products. And of course, when people are more advanced, they need also a more advanced tool. So one of the examples, Konartia offers a learning management system to their customers, which is focused on Microsoft 365 with small chunks of knowledge, 15 to 20 minutes videos with transcript in more than 100 languages. And of course, every organization can build on top of it their own learning material. Of course, we have the Copilot Lab, where you can be trained at for the art of prompting, like we say nowadays. Microsoft Learn, the huge resource from Microsoft. But for me, one of the most important is to follow Microsoft MVPs. They have conferences, they held conferences like this one almost every day in some place of the world or virtually. So you can get inspiration and knowledge for every single piece that is missing, and then you can start your own learning journey when you find the missing puzzle, the missing piece in the puzzle of what you are looking to deploy.
You're muted, Konstantinos.
Yes, I just the system sent me a message. You're muted. I saw it. But I will invite you, of course, Efthimi, to speak a lot about your LMS in the future. That's a promise. I will do it in the future, because now we have just only a few minutes. I want just one last question, which is very important. How can you elevate and communicate the impact of value of your clients' digital transformation effort with Microsoft Analytics and reporting tools?
Exactly. This is, I think, the most crucial question, because everybody can talk for hours for what they are doing and how to prove to the companies, to the management, and to all the stakeholders that something is happening, something is moving. So our philosophy is to stick very close to what Microsoft 365 offers. So we have a fantastic dashboard, of course, in Power BI, but inside the admin tool, where we can see the adoption, the usage, the mobility. I have just chosen 2 slides from the many I could do. So we sit down with our customers and we see how many were the call participants, how many messages were sent, did we reduce the email load using Microsoft Teams or not? So focusing on this every month or every quarter, you can see the progress. And then, of course, you can adjust the learning and the training. This is the most important part, because if you don't measure something, you cannot improve it, as we all know. And this for us lies at our heart, to prove and to show results for our business and not just talk. And then, of course, we have the Viva Insights dashboard, which includes a fantastic Copilot dashboard. Just a notice that you need to have 25 active users to show results, but I show you that you can also track your Copilot project success gradually and very easily. And so without going to complicated situations and tools, with a native, what the platform provides, you have a whole arsenal of tools to succeed in your digital transformation. And we are ready to accompany you in this fascinating journey. That was the last slide. It was a great pleasure for us to introduce ourselves in this community that we love and follow. We have been inspired and learned a lot of all these conferences that we visited, and now it was the time for us to contribute a small part in the end of the conference, but it was with our full heart and gratitude to the organizers that gave us this chance. Anybody can reach us and connect through LinkedIn, can visit our company website and learn more about us, and why not have a chat with us in the near future. Thank you so much for inviting us and having us in this important conference.
Just one more word. Community is the magic word. The things are very complicated. The Microsoft 365 ecosystem is huge. So only with communities we can provide reliable solutions to our customers. So it's impossible to do it alone as a company, moreover as a person. So communities is a magic word.
I love your last comment, Dimitri. I love it. I totally agree with you. I believe that we can become better, all of us, if we are working together, not only in our personal companies, but as team for one community. I want to express my immense appreciation, both of you, that you are here. We have Dimitris Bambas and Eftimis Tzurdas from Konartia. I would like to, that's a promise, I would invite you to speak in our personal channel, in our blog that we are preparing with George. We are preparing a new channel and a new type of community. And of course, I will do it in the future. We will invite you to have enough time to discuss more further about all these problems that we have in this section of technology. We have to move quickly to the next slot. Thank you so much.
Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.